Hi, this is Ed Tracy with MCTracy.com, and I'm here at Costley Mill Park where Jason Hill, the Republican candidate for County Commissioner here in 2012, this is August 21st, 2012, and it is 6 p.m. and it's a beautiful evening, and Jason's having a community gathering here for his campaign. And I just wanted to show off this beautiful property that we're able to come and visit tonight. It is a real treasure here in Rockdale County. And there are some old buildings on here, beautiful waterfalls, the old grist mill, things like that are here that I'm going to show you as we walk around, take a little tour. Here is waterfall, and you can see all the stonework. All that water comes down and feeds into this beautiful lake or pond. It's a little low right now this time of year. The beautiful beach they've made here. And there's the old mill. Here's one of the old buildings. I think this part of town was the original settlement of settlers here in Rockdale County, and it's just beautiful. Beautiful pathways. We'll come up here a little bit before going back down. That's a rest area overlook from up there, but we can see pretty good from here. It's a little bridge to go. Certain times of year, the water just runs over all of those rocks down there. Some rapids that come through. We'll walk down this area. And here's some announcements, so we're going to walk back.
Right back here in the back. Couple of things that you need to know on the table up front. We have some mailing lists, and we're gathering some emails. If you want to play an active part in the campaign, and we know you will, and you just don't know exactly what that might entail, the folks at the table can tell you. We need folks to use their yards or yard signs to campaign. There's a need for folks to call voters around the county. There's also a need to kind of help out with a door-to-door campaign of meeting folks all across Rockdale County. So if you want any information about the campaign and how you can play a part, please see the folks sitting at the table right here in the front where you're kind of signing in. They would love to help you. So the restrooms are to my right in this kind of beige, reddish house next to the general store. So if you're looking for restrooms, and at some point we all will, let's just face it, it's the table, or the house right here to my right, next to the general store on kind of that right side. So, again, if you'll go ahead and start lining up, they are ready to serve you with some great food tonight. We're going to have a short program in probably about a half an hour or so with some speeches and recognition. But this is a great time to go ahead and start eating. And fellowship with folks, and then we'll come back up and talk to you. A little bit later on, the East Side Ramblers are going to be here. This is their equipment and music. I'm looking at their set list, and I think they're going to learn every song. So they're going to be performing for us in just a few minutes. So a lot of exciting things going on. Thanks for coming out tonight. We're so good to see everybody. We have a great time.
So people are just coming in and they're starting to serve some hamburgers and barbecue or whatever it is they're serving over there. Mayor Randy Mills is the official chef for the night. How are you, Barbara?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. I was just talking to somebody that
Trying to remember
How's that hot dog, Sheriff? So how does the sheriff like this hot dog? What do you put on it?
Jalapenos, onions, mustard, and ketchup.
Jalapenos. I've never done that before.
You'll be 9 months old.
Hey Ed, how are you? Good to see you. How are you? Okay. Good. Uh-oh, I should have gone in line first. Sam just got food. I don't know if there'll be any left.
Hot dogs left. We'll get some of that good chicken.
How are you?
Great turnout.
Well, we have a table with some real respectable people here. So what do y'all have to say about Jason?
We need to get him elected.
And why do you support Jason? Say it louder.
He's the man for the job.
Man for the job. How about you?
I would say honesty and integrity will put him in office this time.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Great man.
Must be the First Baptist table.
That's right.
Well, I'm rolling down the road, trying to loosen my load. I got a world of trouble on my mind. Oh, baby, do you wanna come here? Won't you see the friend of mine? Take it easy. Know the sound is your wrong, you know. I'm crazy.
Mr. Tom Harrison. Oh, look at this. This is a 2-4. I've got 2 guys here. You see the finest people sometimes at these things. There's CJ. What do you have to say to the folks about Jason?
Jason is a great guy, and he'll be great for good government and small government in Rockdale County.
Good. It's a great crowd.
So open up my mind and so take it easy.
150 or 60 so far. People are still coming in. Let me go catch Tony on camera. Oh. How are you?
Well, I'm rolling down the road, trying to loosen my load. I got a world of trouble on my mind. I'm looking for a lover, boy, my lover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it
don't mind.
You can cook every weekend.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Jason Hill.
How are you?
Jason.
Good. You here to support Jason?
Yes,
Tell us why.
because I think he's the best man for the job. Financial responsibility, that's what we need in Rockdale County. And Jason is the man.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Medium well, and well done, right?
However you want them, that's how we
All right. Would you guys give a round of applause to the East Side Ramblers performing for us tonight? They will be
They're
back.
pumping up nice on there.
All right. Thanks again for being here. What a great turnout. Look around you and give yourselves a big round of applause for being here and showing your support. You never know when you're having something like this, how many folks are going to come, what night's the best night, when can you schedule it for everybody, because there's so many conflicts and everybody's so busy, but Jason and I were just talking, and it's so
Congratulations, Judge. Get you on camera for the first time since you got elected here. So good to see you. Good luck to you.
Top of the morning. And thanks most of all for
Hey, Catherine. You here to support Jason?
Yes.
Tell us why.
Let me just say one more time. If you
Good
want
government for
information
good
about how to get
people.
involved
I like
in
his
the
campaign,
this club table
we
here
need
is sort of our little
a
information
change that we know what the change will be, and I think what changes he's going to do is good.
Great, thank you. Tommy Sanders.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you. Tell the people why you're here to support Jason.
Because we need new leadership in Rockdale County.
And what do you think Jason brings to the table?
We love the personal touch versus the robocalls. We like the
What do you think Jason brings to the table that'll
Hot
provide?
dogs, pork and beans, good barbecue.
why it's so important to you. So if you can pick up one of those things and
Put that up.
You put that up.
Because that's the best line of the night.
Email and that kind of thing. So please make
There's
sure you
trouble.
stop by the table on your way out or at some point during the night to get the information that you need on how to get involved. We want to recognize some of the candidates. Chris Vaughn, who is a candidate for the 4th District Congressional seat, he's not here right now, but he was here earlier, so we appreciate Chris being here tonight. Rockdale County Tax Commissioner Dan Ray is right there. Post 1, candidate for Post 1 Commissioner Tom Harrison is right here. Tom. Magistrate Judge Rudy Horn. Where is Rudy? Let's see, candidate for school board. Now it's been a while since I've lived here, so I don't know, is Tony a candidate or is he on the school board? He is on it. Just won the runoff. Well, there you go. So let's give a big round of applause to Tony Dowdy. Congratulations. Well, those runoffs were interesting this week, to say the least. Lillis Brown, probate judge of Rockdale County, and working through the action in Rockdale. A legendary figure in the history of Rockdale County, and if you don't know him, you should. Coach Cleveland Stroud from the Congress City Council is right there. Coach. Always coach. John Fountain of the Conyers City Council is here. Dr. John Fountain. Superior Court Judge, and we can say that right, with no opposition. Independent Robbie Mumford. Where is Robbie? And a candidate for Clerk of Court, Holly Bowie, is right over there. And also Sharon Farr, candidate for Rockdale County Board of Education. All right, this is the MC's fail-safe safety net. Have I missed anyone at all? I hope not. We tried to get everybody's name as you came in. Thanks to all of these folks for being here and showing their support. And obviously all of these that are running for re-election, we wish you the very, very best. in your campaigns. We know it is not easy, particularly in a hot summer, to campaign, but thank you for your willingness to serve. All right. Well, now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. It's not to hear me talk as great as this band is. It's not to hear the band. You're really coming to show your support for a gentleman who is offering himself up to serve as the chairman of the Rockdale County Board of Commissioners. I just have a couple of questions before we bring him on to make sure that we have the right crowd. Because there's nothing worse than talking to the wrong crowd when you have a certain message. How many of you here tonight, by sound of your applause, are ready for the return of responsible professional government in Rockdale County? How many of you would like to live in a county where the tax burden is lower but the accomplishments are higher? How many of you would like that? Okay. Now how about someone, is it important to you at all that the person who holds this office has deep roots and a long-time commitment to Rockdale County? Is that important at all? Well, then I think you got the right guy. I think you got the right guy, and we're in the right place. So without further ado, and I'm going to do this kind of selfishly since I have the microphone, would you welcome the next chairman of the Rockdale County Board of Commissioners, Jason Hill. Come on, Jason.
Thank you, Red. So many people. Am I working there? All right. So many people have done so much to make this night possible, and you guys showing up here in these kind of numbers, it's really, really overwhelming. And I've told people all through the campaign the amount of people that are paying attention, the amount of people that are interested in this election and passionate about Rockdale County is really, really coming out during this election. And I think that's evident tonight with the candidates, the supporters, the families that are here and that are represented, that we have a real, real opportunity coming up in November to change the way that we do government here in Rockdale County and change it for the better as we move forward. And I thank you for being here to support that effort. Some of you may have read the paper today, and we're trying to get our message out and comparisons about the way we will run an administration compared to the way the current chairman's doing it. And we're having a hard time getting that debate taped and shown on a public television station. And as I said in that interview, if I had made the decisions that he had made, I would not want to debate me about those issues either, and I can't necessarily blame him for that. But we will get that message out. With your help, people will know about the decisions that have been made in the last 3.5 years. As Reg said, you know, it's about returning responsible professional government to Rockdale County. It's nothing magic. It's doing the things that need to be done to represent you and represent every member of this community, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to come up with real policies and real plans when it comes to things like economic development, things like lowering the tax burden and raising the services for the people here. If we can do things, spend your money the way that you want it spent and the way that produce the best results and not waste it. For instance, economic development's been one of the hot topics that we've talked about every debate and everywhere that we've been. But there seems to be no real plan. We do recruitment and we talk the game. But economic development is driven by infrastructure. And we need to take advantage of our SPLOST funds and the opportunities that we have to do things that will get us ahead in the game when it comes to economic development, and businesses won't be going to communities around us instead of coming here. And that means road projects, that means opening up transportation, that means redeveloping land that's closed off now. And there are projects on the table, but instead of doing that, we're doing things, really maintenance things that should come out of our general budget, we're doing with SPLOST dollars. And I'm not saying those things aren't important, but you have to spend your funds on the most important things. And that creates a better quality of life, lowers the tax burden, helps the tax digest the sales tax, that's the lifeblood of our county government. And so we have a vision to do that and change the way things are being done. We're going to do things like, instead of putting pictures of ourselves all over the county and trying to get publicity for ourselves. We're going to go back to organizations that do great things in this community and tell them, instead of spending the money that way, we're going to let you use that money. And, you know, when you talk about caring about the community and caring about the people, your actions need to match your words. And that's the kind of government that you'll have when I'm elected. We're going to work together with other elected officials in the county. It's something that's not happening right now. I can promise you if the sheriff wants on my agenda to talk about putting more deputies on the streets, then I'll let that happen. And the current chairman did not do that. And, you know, outside of economic development, public safety is probably the #1 issue. Every neighborhood wants to feel safe. Every business wants to feel safe. Every family wants to feel safe in this community. And when they don't, then our community is pretty much gone. And so to do that, we have to work closely with our sheriff. We have to work closely. You know, we've had 3 fire chiefs, 2 interims, and 2 9/11 directors, I think, since this chairman took office. And that is not the consistency that we need when it comes to your public safety. Thank goodness he can't fire the sheriff, or he probably would have fired him by now. But we're going to do things a lot different. We're going to deliver services to you in an efficient and professional way. We're going to sit down with people and look them in the eye, and we're going to tell them why we make the decisions that we make. One of my favorite stories from this campaign season, about 6 or 8 months ago as the campaign was starting, I ran into someone that was running for office. If you've heard me speak, you've heard this story before, that was running for another office. And he introduced himself to me, and he shook my hand, and he asked if I had lived, how long I'd lived in Rockdale County. And I said, well, I've been here my whole life, born and raised here. And his response was, wow, I've never met one of you before. And that, you know, I'm not saying that to make light of him, but that tells you how much our community has changed. You know, we are a different community than we were 10 years ago, 20 years ago. But that does not mean that we don't deserve good government, and we can't expect good government and expect good leadership. And I think that's what I'm here to offer. A few weeks ago, the chairman, there was a vote that came before the Board of Commissioners to change the policy. And the chairman lost the vote by a 2-to-1 vote. And afterwards, his quote to the paper was, "The power is still with the chairman, and this vote doesn't change a thing." I could not disagree with the chairman more, because I think the power lies with you and with the voters of this county. And the good thing is, on November 6th, we're going to have another vote. And when he wakes up November 7th, I can promise you that that vote is going to have changed some things. And with your help, I know that we can do it. This group, I can look out. This is the kind of group that wins elections. Okay? And I need your help. I want your help. I appreciate you being here. So many people have poured so much time and effort into this campaign, and it's 51 days till early voting starts and 83 days until November 6th, or within a day of that. I'm asking you for a few more months. The candidates here are asking you for a few more months. Give us a phone call, knock on the door, make sure everybody that you know comes out to vote. And we can win this election, and it will be a better future for Rockdale County. That's all I'm going to say. I would like to ask my wife Andrea to come up so that I can introduce her to all of you. Andrea is putting up with a whole lot right now, because I'm gone and I'm working. People at work are putting up with a lot right now. My kids are, but we're dedicated to this cause. They're right here with me, and we're gonna move forward, and we're gonna win this thing in November. Again, thank you all for coming. I hope you'll stay as long as you want, eat as much food as you want. If you have any other questions of me, I'll be glad to answer them. If you'd like to help, Reg has mentioned it several times. There's sign-ups on the table over there. If you'll make phone calls. If you'll make phone calls, we have lists of voters over there that are swing voters. There's 47 people on a page. If you take one of those and call one from now until early voting, that's one a day. From now until early voting, you'll take care of that page. If you'll make phone calls, tell them we need them to vote. Hope you'll vote for Jason Hill. If they have any questions, I can follow up with a phone call. Just let me know. We're going to be knocking on doors. If you're willing to do that, there's a sign up over there. Just give me your name and email address. We'll make sure to let you know where we're going to be and where we're going to be there. The best way to get somebody's vote is to knock on their door and ask for it. And we're going to be doing that over the next few months. There will be no stone unturned when it comes to winning this election. Thank you all again for being here. Appreciate the support and the help. Look more positive to all of you more. Thank you. I'm going to turn it back over to Reg, and the East Side Ramblers will come up here and entertain you some more.
And one thing we did want to say, Jason probably doesn't want to ask for this, but I'll be happy to do it. Many of you have made financial contributions tonight, and the committee wanted me to thank you immediately, right now, for digging deep and making those contributions. We weren't really asking for that, but folks have done that. Since that started, we don't want to discourage it. In fact, we'd like to encourage it. So if you'd like to make a financial contribution and you know how much the advertising and the signage and everything costs, you can stop at the same table where the lists are and the yard signs and everything that you can pick up, and you can make that contribution tonight. That would really be appreciated. And the folks on the committee have asked me to, first of all, thank those of you that have, and also ask if you're in a position where you'd like to do that tonight. They would certainly welcome that. So thanks for your help. It's going to be an exciting couple of months between now and November. Let me tell you just briefly from experience what you can do. If you don't want to help, you can go home tonight and just keep it to yourself and not really say anything to anybody. But if you'd really like to help, all of us have a circle of friends that we influence. Many of those friends may not even have an opinion, but your opinion matters to them. So if you'll do a huge favor and just talk about this campaign and this election to your circle of friends, if you have a Facebook or a Twitter or a blog or a neighborhood newsletter or whatever, use those tools to spread the word that you're voting for Jason for Rockdale County Commission Chairman, and you would ask them to do the same. Again, there are lists of folks that are your neighbors that you can call, and then there are also some lists over here and information you can get for putting up campaign signs and that kind of thing. Not a minute to waste between now and November, so we encourage you to do your part within that circle of influence that you have and the friends that you have that live around you. You go to church with, you see at school, all of those circles. So thanks again for being here tonight. You guys enjoy the rest of the evening. Again, we've got the place until late, so stick around. The band's going to be back to continue to entertain us. You can enjoy some great food and fellowship, and let's make sure that Jason Hill is our next Rockdale County Commission Chairman. Thanks a lot.